Gemini syndrome. Welcome back to town, guys.
Thank you.
It's only been a couple of months, I think.
Yeah, since November.
Yeah. November. That went by quick.
Yeah, tell me about it.
How were the holidays?
Very good.
Productive?
Uneventful.
What's that?
Uneventful.
Uneventful?
Yeah.
Relaxing.
All right. Take it where you get it.
The good calm before the storm.
No news is good news, as my mom says.
Now, I saw you play last time you were in town with the Butcher Babies, that was a fun show.
Mhm.
I know you've been through before with, I think it was Wayne Static.
Yes, that was the first time we were here.
Okay. I first learned of your band probably about a year ago, which I had to track down what label you were on, things like that.
Mhm.
Still kind of underground, but there was something brewing there for sure. And I got a feeling you guys have a crazy year ahead of you.
If we're lucky.
Well, I'm gonna bet money that you're lucky and you'll have a great year.
Yeah, it's all shaping up right now to look like that. You know, with this Mushroom Head tour coming up, and then we just got confirmed for Rock on the Range and Welcome to Rockville, and then other tours and festivals. Kind of, we're awaiting confirmation. It's all looking to.
That's exciting.
Go.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
You guys are not new to the rock and roll business, I'm sure.
No.
I know you played with OTEP for a while as well,
A
too.
couple of years, 07, 08.
I'm thinking that was Smash the Control Machine time?
It was right before it was the Ascension.
Okay, I
That
gotcha.
cycle.
We've seen you here in town then, I'm sure.
I'm trying to remember if we played here or not. I think we did,
Okay,
but I'm not sure if it was a headline tour. I think it might have been.
okay. You guys cool with hanging out for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk more with Gemini Syndrome next on 94.3 Kilo.
Gina, what's wrong?
94.3 Kilo, Mr. Mehoff rocking. Tonight, Gemini Syndrome at the Black Sheep. Lodo Show, again, $9.43. Get those tickets, man. Joining me in studio, Aaron and Rich from the band. Thank you much for coming down. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Now, we were talking off the air. When are we going to get an album? Because this has been a while in the works.
Projected summer.
Summertime.
But summer is obviously a long period of time.
Right.
It's not like a week. It's
Pretty vague.
Yeah.
Last I had heard, it was going to be like March. And before that, I think it was November, something like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, we've heard those things too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Plans change,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And trying to put all your ducks in a row and make sure everything's
Right.
organized the way you want it to be when you attack finally, you know? So I think if we waited a little bit longer, it was the wiser decision.
Now, the band you said formed in 2010.
yes.
That's a quick turnaround for, a band these days to form, put together good rock and roll, find a label, and hit the road like you did. Everything I've read about your band is very much people compliment your work ethic. Do you attribute that to the quick turnaround?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got up as soon as we could. When we formed, I think it was February 4th is our official anniversary when we decided we're a band. I think it was that.
If you say so. It was.
It was February.
It's
something.
February something.
So it was almost 3 years of the day. But we just started rehearsing every day, and then did our first show in June of that year, and then hit the road on our own as soon as we could, just to get out. Even without the support of a label or an agent or anything like that.
Is that difficult, like tracking down venues and saying, hey, we're coming through and we'd love to play a show? How do you go about that?
It's 50-50. I mean, it just depends on how much, I guess background knowledge you have. And
Right.
what helps with us is that we're all from different cities in the Midwest in general. Like I'm from Cincinnati, he's from Chicago, Mike's from Chattanooga, Brian's from Denver. Our bass player's from Milan, Italy. That doesn't really help. But the fact that we all have, family in different branches in different cities, so we, had relationships with different people, different venues, and so it's not like we're just from California and
And
we didn't know
different
that.
bands too, you know what I mean? So when we went to those cities, we knew other musicians that had, pull in that local scene. So
Gotcha.
we could get people there in the first place,
Yeah.
No,
So
that's
that helped a
great.
lot.
So basically did it as grassroots as possible, without just showing up and going, hey, we're here.
Right.
And
There was a couple like that. I mean, there was a couple shows where we played to
But-
2 people in the beginning,
but that's how it goes.
yeah, and we still, we put on a show for those 2 people.
Aaron and Rich in studio from Gemini Syndrome. Again, the show tonight at the Black Sheep. Tickets still available, especially for a show under $10. This is going to be great. So, I've only heard 2 songs from your band,
Which ones?
Basement and Pleasure and Pain.
Yeah.
I like them both a lot.
Cool.
What's the rest of the album what's the vibe?
It fills up the entire spectrum.
Between those 2, like there's some really pretty melodic stuff.
Vibey.
Vibey.
Yeah.
And there's some really heavy stuff. and everything in between. That was kind of our goal, I think, was to get that whole spectrum.
Open up the range so you're not pigeonholed.
Yeah, just that tricky thing of like being broad but focused at the same time.
Right.
You know, where someone knows it's that band or that sound, but it's not the same song over and over. It's not the same dynamic over and over, and it leaves openings for further albums to then take
Different
those
directions.
take those branches or those paths and go further on each one.
Right.
And not do that thing where a band puts out an album like this, and then they come out with another album, and everyone's like, "What happened?" Because I like that album, but what's this band now?
Right.
Whereas like with us, we, you know, without being too all across the map, you know, still having a focus of this is what we do, and then on another album, if we get a little bit heavier, it's not crazy.
Field, yeah.
But if we get a little bit lighter or a little more spacey or whatever, it's not like, I thought they were a heavy band and that's all they can do. You know, like, what's this stuff?
Gotcha.
It's just giving that introduction of that so that it can all grow in every direction.
Now, what's the name of the new album that's coming out?
We're not sure yet.
All
Hey,
right.
you know,
That's
everybody,
not the title.
maybe we'll
We're
have
just not sure.
a competition and people can tell us what they think
Yeah,
it
there
should
you
be
go.
based off of what their vibe of us is.
Now you've been sitting on this music for a little while. In that meantime, waiting to release it, things and such. Do you keep writing? Are you guys still
Yeah.
writing stuff?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Always.
yeah.
It's at a different pace because you know when you have an album coming up, it's like being in a newsroom and you're like, go
It's
go.
crunch time, man.
Yeah,
Right.
but when you're in the different stages, because it's all a cycle, you know, with the band stuff. It's being aware of it without worrying about it. You know, you do stuff when you have the luxury of letting inspiration hit you when it needs to,
Right.
and then just compiling the ideas and stockpiling them.
Stockpile, yeah.
Yeah.
How much? If you had to guess right now, all the stuff you have written and stockpiled, how many more albums could you throw down in a studio right now?
I mean, based off demos and then little tiny ideas,
And if we took everything,
there could easily be 2 or 3 more albums.
easily.
Because
That's
the thing with us
awesome.
is like we're not really like write 30 songs and only a dozen of those are really good.
Right.
It's kind of like if we actually follow through to finish it as a song, it's there for a reason.
We're usually pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
But when it came to making the record, it was like picking and choosing which songs fit together the best.
what tells the
Especially-
best story and paints the
Yeah.
best picture.
And for the initial record too, for your first impression, like
Right.
what do we want to present ourselves as in the beginning? You know,
What's the best introduction
Yeah.
to like I was saying about that spectrum.
Right.
What's the best introduction so that all these other songs that we wrote will make sense to people, you know? Because if some of those songs were the first impression, it might not make as much sense, you know, as an introduction.
Gotcha. Let's check out some rock and roll. Pleasure and Pain. Gemini Syndrome live tonight at the Black Sheep Kilo Lodo show. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, go do.
This is actually the last song we recorded.
Is it? This
Running this little limbo, you know.
I was talking about you last time that you were the one that had to rip it off YouTube as well, right?
Yeah.
But those were
I totally stole that off
Yeah. I
YouTube.
thought that was awesome.
Well, it was one of those things,
Just
you
jacked
know.
it, man. It's awesome. You wanted to play it, then
Yeah.
hey, go do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, YouTube quality is not awesome, and
Yeah.
I probably didn't do the song justice, but everybody does the song.
Yeah.
It was well received, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like it when I do that shit. That's,
It's a catch-22 because like I guess on the structure of when, you know, the band and the label have their idea of what they're trying to do as a battle plan, it might seem like, or just I guess business part of it, you know, it's gonna be like, But at the end of the day, it's the fact that if people are creating awareness because they appreciate it and other people appreciate it, you can't argue with people liking what you're doing.
yeah, no,
You know?
that's all right.
You know, it's as long as like since we are what we are, we follow our plan to make sure we take the right steps. But you know, people liking stuff, you can't stop them from liking it.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
Man. There's
yeah.
worse problems to have.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the only real problem is if somehow somebody got a hold of the album and they released it when we weren't planning on releasing the album.
Right. Or releasing it for free, and you know.
Yeah, that's I mean that's ridiculous. But you know, if we bothered to have up that lyric video as a little teaser or something,
Right.
then we can't be angry that people want to hear it.
When I knew you guys would come down, I got on YouTube and tried to search out some interviews you've done in the past. You guys got some interesting shit going on there.
I don't even remember what's up there.
There was the one that stood out. I'm pretty sure the guy that was interviewing you was hammered.
That was a newer one. You're standing up at the Roxy parking lot or something? It was like
Yeah, they were up against the cinder block wall.
Yeah. That was after the Butcher Baby show, actually in LA.
Was it? I think so.
Yeah, because that was recent. It's like he just put it up there, and I was just like looking at it, like, wait, yeah, that just happened. Yeah. It wasn't like an old thing that somebody found. It was like recent.
I imagine you guys come across your good list of characters through the country.
Oh yeah,
No doubt.
most of them are good characters.
That's all right.
Yeah. Because we're all different, but we're all the same. Oh wait, hold on. Look, I sound like I'm like reciting song lyrics, like. Okay.
.94.3 Kilo Gemini Syndrome, pleasure and pain. And big thank you guys, Aaron and Rich joining us from the band today. Rock and roll show tonight, I'm excited.
Rock and roll show.
Rock and roll show?
Rock and roll is not dead.
All right. You can't kill rock and roll.
No.
I wish you guys best of luck. I do believe it'll be a big year for you, so thank you much for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we'll kick off 40 minutes nonstop Pure Rock next on 94.3 Kilo.
Springs Nissan opened its doors.
That's it?
Set out to be the best
That's it.
at everything we
Wow.
do.
Unless you guys want to, do car walls in the lobby or...
Nissan dealers in Colorado. But it's not just low
Oh, you-
prices. but a large
No.
amount of
If you would sign the wall, that'd be awesome.
Where we are today.
Yeah.
It's the quality we stand
Too bad I
for.
can't draw.
Plus our
I was
commitment
saying,
to
can
providing
anybody
simply
draw
the
the same?
best
There's like
value
lots
and
of
service. See for
What I should start
yourself
doing is
at
bringing a
over
stencil with us, because there's like a 4-inch tall thing, taking a Sharpie and just coloring it. And then
Otherwise brought in tagging stencils.
Yeah.
They brought in,
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Oh, well.
Some markers for you?
Maybe
So much better at that than I was with our
Can you bring
little
us
parking
a
spaces.
stamp pad with us?
I saw those. I was like, oh my god.
Have practice.
I'm no Picasso.
They're green.
All
right.
You want South Colorado Springs Nissan.
Where you wanna be?
Support our Fountain Academy or
Facebook
Go for it. Ladies first.
Oh boy.
These days, the average person has 7 different careers in their lifetime. 7? Really? Seriously? Shoot, we're trying to pick one career. So this new year, let's recruit some help and call
That's it?
Intellitech College.
Yeah,
Intellitech
that's
is
it.
able to help
Yeah, the
you
rest is up to you.
career training in a
Fine. Here, actually, I'll sign my name in blue and then put the band name.
work experience. Offer job placement services to their graduates. Colorado Springs trained to become a technician in HVAC, automotive, computer network systems, health information tech, personal trainer, medical assistant, or our new program, biomedical equipment tech. In Pueblo, medical or dental assisting, massage, health information, cosmetology, or automotive. Start your successful career this new year. Call Intellitech College right now for a new year, new career resolution.
Never seen that.
Springs, 632-7626.
Ooh.
We've collected some cool stuff through the years, man.
SGV. I've never seen
It's
that.
available to those who qualify. Intellitech College. Good for students, good for employers, good for life.
Hey, Oak, you want to do some liners?
Sure,
You
sure,
guys
we
want
can
to
do
record
that.
liners?
Sure. If you don't buy American, you listen to Kilo Radio.
Oh, he'll take you back to a prop room.
Oh, I just want to keep sitting.
Sorry.
We got chairs in there, it's all good.
Can I ask you guys for a
Thanks,
favor?
sir.
Yeah.
Take a picture in front of this? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah, man, but like I said.
No,
we're
it's
in
fine,
the
no worries.
so-
Well, if it is having a show, there won't be a seizure like last time.
Well,